So that's 7 games now that we've not managed to beat Arsenal. But come on, were we expecting anything else? Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Let's get into it. The only positive I can say about this match is that I didn't have to endure it for 90 minutes. I only had to endure 38 minutes of this game because I had my son at a game today. They won. It was a double header today, nearly in the league. They won both games, so 6 points. So that's good. But then, so I missed the whole of the first half. But actually, during the break, I managed to look on my phone, and I'm sorry, guys, it looks like I was the bad luck today because the only little bit that I watched of the game in the first half was where Martinelli had a run on Badiashile. Badiashile just couldn't match him for pace. They got a corner. They scored from the corner. So that was it. Sorry, guys. So you can blame me. But anyway, as soon as they scored that goal, you knew it was going to be game over. But I did look at the stats of the first half because I can't be punishing myself by watching this first half to do a whole match review on that. So I just looked at some of the stats, and something which is alarming. For the first 20 minutes of the game, we did not have a single touch in the Arsenal penalty box. And that's the first time it's happened since 2023, I think it was. I can't remember who it was against, but not one single touch in the penalty box. And a lot of people are going to be blaming the manager. Yeah, does he take some blame with the style of football? Maybe. But I keep saying, let's channel our anger towards the director of football, towards the way that the squad is being built, because that's where it lies. And, sounding like a scratch record week in, week out, by not strengthening and buying an attacking player, this is what you get. So we didn't make any preparation, so we're getting what we deserved. And that's why I was so angry after the January window, because I just knew that this would scupper our chances of top 4, even top 5. I said, it's unsustainable. We won't be able to manage it. And so said, so done. And it was always going to be who scores first wins the game. I wasn't confident at the beginning of the game. The fact that Arsenal, they've conceded the least amount of goals in the Premier League, 24 I believe, and we were coming up against them with no attack. But then, so I wasn't confident even from yesterday. But after seeing the team news and we see that Cole Palmer was out for muscle fatigue, it was game over. The most we could hope for was a 0-0 draw. So if Arsenal score, it's done. And when I saw that they scored from that corner, I said, you know what, it's done. The game's over. Because we didn't have today, and it was poor from both teams. It wasn't only poor from us; it was poor from them. They didn't dare to rely on a set play to score because, again, they did similar to what we did. They didn't strengthen; they did get an attacker. So it was two teams without any attack, and I think they only had one shot, which Sanchez did well to save by the goal scorer Marina, and it was a poor header. So going back to that goal, it was very poor header to concede, a near post header, and where was the marking? It was terrible goal to concede. And our set play guy, the less said about him the better as well. So as I said, he had that Marina or whatever his name is, he had a shot in the second half which was well saved. Apart from that, they didn't do much as well from an attacking point of view. It just ended up into a pointless possession style football. Arsenal were comfortable. They kept us at arm's length. They didn't even have to get out of second gear, and we were just awful. We had no ideas at all in attack. And it comes to something when you're a goal down, you're crying out for a goal, and he brings on 2 defenders. Yeah, come on now. And we had 4 defenders on the bench. We just haven't got no attacking prowess. I think that where the manager could have done better, he could have been a bit braver. Mweke, I know that he wasn't, he's still young, but at least he's an attacking player. Have him on the bench at least, so that you, 10 minutes, 1-0. At least you've got someone who's a striker and play to his strengths. At least that would have been better than having to bring on a defender. And what could that do? And what if you've got somebody like Lavia on the bench? Why are we not utilising him until 10 minutes before the end? And so, Reece James in the middle, he had a poor game as well. A lot of them had a poor game from what I saw. As I said, it was lethargic. The passing was awful, And Nkuku's got to get out of my club. I'm just fed up of him. Every week I'm talking about this guy. He was. I was excited when we purchased him. Okay, we haven't utilised him properly, but since January, since he didn't get his move, his attitude has been nothing short of a disgrace. We needed him to turn up today. He's one of the more experienced players, but he's just walking around the pitch, not pressing or anything. Was that his game? Was that always his game? And the reason why he wasn't playing in the first place, because he doesn't. He's more suited for another league, like the German league or whatever. But today, again, very disappointing from him, and yeah. So as I said, it's hard to really have a go at Maresca, and I'm not gonna. What a lot of people are saying about him and his style. I'm not a fan of his style, but I'm not one who's going to be having a go at him, because he's playing with his hands tied behind his back. If you look at Arteta, the reason they're not challenging for Arsenal for against Liverpool is because, again, they're also playing with their hands tied behind their back without any attacking force, and that's why it was always going to be difficult for them, because they too didn't do that proper preparation, especially in the January window. So there we have it. Our only saving grace this weekend is the fact that Manchester City and Brighton drew, and Bournemouth dropped points as well. So this defeat doesn't really do much to our chances of finishing in top 5. Obviously, we've got to wait and see what Newcastle are doing their next match, and obviously they're playing in the cup final today. But if we don't beat Tottenham, that's it, because Tottenham lost to Fulham earlier. If we don't beat Tottenham, that is it, because there's no excuses for that one. Tottenham are in a worse run of form than we are at the moment, and we should be having Madueke back. We should be having, I'm not sure what's the extent of Palmer's injury, and we should be having Nicholas Jackson back. So we're going to have at least a couple of our attacking players back for that game, and that is a must-win game. We failed to win that game, and Champions League is looking harder and harder to achieve. So yeah, as I said, I'm not even disappointed today, because I expected it. So I wasn't expecting anything. A draw would have been a bonus. No way was I expecting a win. Another thing this does, by not getting at least a draw, it means that if Arsenal continue to get wins, Liverpool could win the title against us. Because what a draw or a win for Chelsea would have done today, it would have given Liverpool that one step closer towards the title. And when they come to play us at Stamford Bridge, if they'd come and already won that title, then you see when teams win competitions, they kind of don't have that same sort of intensity as they did before. But if they still need the wins, then they're going to be a different beast than from a team who's probably already on the beach because they've actually won the league. So it makes it even more difficult for us when as we come up to some with some tough fixtures. So yeah, so as I said, I'm not even disappointed. I'm just glad I didn't have to watch 90 minutes of this turgid, boring football. And yeah, so we'll see after the international break if things can get better. So let me know what your comments are in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. Take care, bye bye.